Hello everyone, hope you're having a good week. I'm going to go over the tracking tutorial of the poster real quick. Hopefully it'll be a little clearer. I'm going to import my footage, make sure it's a sequence, hit import. Now what I really want to do is I want to right click here. I'm going to go to interpret footage, main. We want to make sure this is 23976. Okay, that might be throwing some tracks off, maybe not. But let's change that, 23976. Everything else is okay. Now I'm going to create a comp. And there we go. We got our shot. This is probably going to be your trouble area when you start zooming in and starts bouncing around more. This is a trouble area usually as well. Okay. I like to watch the footage sometimes when I'm going to track things just to kind of understand the footage and see what it's doing. All right. So this is probably going to be our area of concern. So now I'm just going to double click this so that way now I'm in my layer. And I'm going to add a track motion. I'm going to switch the type to perspective and corner pin. Now we get the 4 trackers up right here. And we want to make sure we keep this in order. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's very important to make sure they're in the same order. I'm going to zoom in just because it's going to be easier to grab these. So that was, I hit just Z for zoom. Then I'm going to hit V to get back my picker. Holding the space bar to get the hand, and then I'm dragging up. Just going to right there real quick. Sorry, I keep thinking this is Nuke and using different sort of shortcuts. All right, so there. In the bottom here. All right, this last one. I'm gonna go on the outside on some of these. Let's see here. Zoom back in, get real close, and let's try to get it. I'm gonna aim for this corner. It might be better. I might switch it later depending on the track output or what the track results are. But for right now, I'm gonna go to that corner. Whoops, and I hit spacebar on accident. So hold the hand, spacebar for the hand, V to get back to my selection tool. You can hold down Option to zoom out on a Mac. I forget what Windows is. Command probably. Zoom back in, hit V again. Right there. Right, I'm going to zoom out so I can see my whole comp. I'm going to go in here. Now we want to target, we want somewhere to put the track information. So I'm going to do new composition. And I already have mine set, it looks like. So we want it 80 by 800 by 1080. I'm going to name this poster. Oops. Frame rate, everything. Okay. So that just put us inside of this comp. My directions probably aren't exactly the same as the written ones, but this is how I'm doing it. So I'm going to do another solid. I want to make sure it's the same size. Add that in there. So right now I am in the poster comp, and that's why we have a black solid in here. Now if I go back out and just close the render queue. Now if I go back out, and this is my main comp. This is the one that should be named with your name on it to the assignment. So now, and we don't see the tracking information because we're on the comp level. Now if we double click this area or go to the layers, then we should see, we're in a layer now, and now we should see the tracking information. It's a little confusing, but we need to be within the comp, which is right here. This is the main comp on this tab. We need to be on the layer, which is now gives us the tracking information. So now if we hit edit, whoops, did I delete my comp? Oh, I didn't bring it in. Sorry, I created my poster, but I didn't bring it in yet. So we need to bring that into our main comp. So this is a pre-comp now of a poster, but it's in our main comp. Now if I go to this layer, make sure I'm on the layer of that. I'm going to edit target. Now we can pick poster, so that's where my tracking information is going to go. We haven't tracked anything yet, but we're going to do that right now. So now I'm going to click forward, and we're going to track. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more just so we can make sure we see this whole thing. Right, track forward, looking good. We got some crazy stuff going on. Okay, so now we know track 3 was a little weird. Track 4 I think might have some interesting things going on as well. We can go ahead and fix those. I'm going to tab down on this layer where the tracking information is. Motion tracker, tracking. I'm going to turn off everything, but I know I want to mess with track 3, so I'm actually going to turn on track 3. That's the only one I want visible right now. And we can already see it's completely off track. It's not even in the right spot. So I'm just going to go with this, the playhead, and I'm going to look for, looks like it starts to go maybe here. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to open up track 3 by hitting down this toggle, and I'm going to highlight from here over. And I'm just going to delete those keyframes, completely get rid of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to nudge this to where I think it is. See if I pick a different spot, if that will play better. I'm going to just track forward again. Nope, didn't work. Okay. Not good. Looks like it came back and we got some good tracks, but let's see if we can fix it anyways. Let's see. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and delete these. Now what we can do is we can change our target area. We can make this bigger. Since the camera moves up, this information shoots up to over here real quick. So this needs to be in that area so we can find it. So we're going to make this bigger. And we're going to move this track. Hopefully, probably wasn't a good spot. I probably didn't have to move it, but let's see, right there. So now that this area is bigger, the search region, when this information shoots up here, hopefully it stays within the search region and it can grab that information and keep tracking. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's much better. Still not perfect, but pretty dang good. Now that we're done with that one, we can go back and we can look at track 4, which is over here, and make sure that this one is okay. It looks all right, but let's apply the track to the poster and see what it looks like. So it's the pre-comp. So I'm going to double check. I'm just going to edit target. It's still there. Okay. So now when I hit apply, that tracker information got applied to my poster. Now if we put this above, there it is. And let me play this real quick. RAM preview. I'm on a laptop, so mine might be a little slow. Looks like we got a little funkiness going in on a couple frames. It's a little wobbly on that side there, as you can probably tell. It's a little shaky. And there's obviously that bump. So there's two things we can do. We can do that warp, like in the demo, or we can go to these frames. Sometimes we can just go to those frames. We know it's track 4. Open it up. And we can actually, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we clip small one so we can see these clear. So it's 1, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to say 8 frames. So we can go in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's delete these. So what I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to delete them all. I'm just going to try to retract that area. Normally I would say just use the grid warp and fix those few frames, but let's just see if we can get the track. Let's delete those. Let's go back here. Make sure we're in the layer so I can see the track info. I'm going to zoom in. It is a little rough and getting blurry, so I don't know if we're going to get a good track. It might be easier to do the grid warp, or not the grid warp, but the warp tool to change those few frames. This is going to be, my guess is going to be the better solution, but let's go ahead and make this bigger. And let's track forward. Let's zoom out so we can see this, and let's see what we got. Whole thing. Looking better. I'm going to apply. So now let's see. It's a little funky. This is a very quirky footage to track, which is one reason why we put it in there, because obviously if we just give you easy tracks, you don't learn how to track very well. You just think if you click it and it goes through and you're like, oh, it's tracking, but you have to be able to learn to problem solve and figure out new solutions and different ways of solving these little problems. It is definitely a little bumpy in there, so I would probably go in there and keep maybe refining it. What you could do is maybe do a frame, if it's bumpy here and we're over here, delete all these frames, and then maybe in the middle do your own keyframe and then track through that area and see if it works. But hopefully that clears it up on the tracking. We got a pretty good track for how quick we did that. Let me just double check it, make sure we got it right. Yeah, this area has definitely always been a problem here. We got about 95% there pretty quick, and then we just have to go in and refine it. Hopefully that clears everything up. I know I didn't get a perfect track, but hopefully you guys can get it and master it and make it look beautiful. All right, hope you're having a good day, and if you have any more questions, email me or send me a message on either the instructors page, email, and hopefully I can answer them quick, or maybe make another video, because I think videos are better. Let me know if you think the videos are better, or if you'd rather me just type it out and not deal with the videos. I like doing the videos because I think it's easier for you guys to understand them than me typing random thoughts, because sometimes typing things out can be a little tricky. But yeah, hopefully that helps. All right, thanks.